How could I create a Superman that's true to the character of Superman and yet is a take that's different enough that it's worth people seeing it?
I'm all there. I'm there.
Yeah.
As long as Superman has red shorts. Again, if he doesn't have the shorts, I walk. I just throw the thing about the red trunks in it, and it blows up.
The shorts add a lot, don't they?
I'm kind of pleased to see that people are still really into that very esoteric debate. You know,
Absolutely.
it's just fun, but it's funny how people getting heated in the comments like, that's stupid. Like, you know.
Well, one thing's for sure, nobody's going to be looking at your face.
Mom. I am glad that people are passionate about it on one way or the other, and some of them had very good points. And one thing I will say, that little jab I did, if he doesn't have the shorts, I walk, was kind of not serious and kind of serious. People saying, like, your attachment to that design, that's nostalgia. It's outdated, it's outmoded, and what character stays static forever? And look, that is essential to comics. It's essential to comics, especially since some of these characters have been around since the Depression era, you know, almost a century. And Superman has certainly gone through lots of changes, both aesthetically and canonically, you know, background, powers, all kinds of stuff. His first appearance, he's wearing sandals. His first appearance, he's wearing lace-up boots. And you're like, what? What? He's got the little just triangular shield with the S in it. And the thing is, yeah, he's changed and the design has changed. We've been there with him with a mullet. We've been there with him as Superman Red, Superman Blue. In the 90s, they did the Energy Superman. And you're like, what? What? And all these things we know to be passing fancies, because what the good people who have written him and drawn him over the years is veer him back to kind of source. Not that there's no growth. I was all about him getting engaged and married to Lois Lane. It's taken me a little while to get used to him as dad, but you know, he's got a kid and so forth. It's all about, is he still Superman? So when I say that little jab at the end of that video, would I really walk out if he doesn't have the red shorts? No. I went to Man of Steel, and this is what I'll say. When I walked into Man of Steel, it was with hope.
That's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope.
I walked in saying, like, yeah, come on, give me a new great Superman movie, Mr. Snyder. The new 52 thing and the no shorts is I don't like the look. I just don't like it. And I do like classic Superman look, but that was not going to throw me off the game. I came there open-eyed going like, Mr. Cavill, how are you going to do as Superman? Great. Too bad you're in this movie. You know, I'm like, am I sitting there going like, where's the spit curl? What's with the slicked back hair?
Yeah.
And then, but that's all nitpicky. I do nitpick.
Exactly. That was the least of the movie's problems.
The least of the movie's problems was that. And I will say, it is both nostalgia for the original look that I'm like, yeah, put on the shorts if you would. But also, it is that field of blue. That uninterrupted field of blue, I think it needs to be interrupted. Very few characters get away with a solid color, full top to bottom costume and look good. It just looks boring. And yes, my eye wants there to be red trunks, but at the same time, I'm like, that just looks like a onesie to me.
It looks weird, yeah.
At the end of the day, the only thing that will matter is this good Superman or not? And design, I mean, if they took the cape off, would people lose their shit? I think they would.
I'm not so sure about the cape, though.
These things are part and parcel of superheroes, and you can get used to stuff. It is mainly about, are the stories good? Is the character consistent? We'll get over it. And I did read stories of Superman without the shorts during the New 52 and Rebirth that were good stories, and I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
And I knew eventually that someone would come along like Brian Michael Bendis going like, I gave you the shorts back. At the end of the day, it might be like, okay, aesthetics, it boils down to surface. And you sit there going like, all right, this is their Superman, but does he feel right? And that's the main thing.